Jacob.
Corporate Drive. The all-new 2024 Subaru Cross Trek.
Without launch control.
Oh, that's pretty good off the line.
Was it though?
And then now it's.
Oh. That CVT is singing.
And that was with no traction off.
Yeah.
Horsepower and torque.
182 horsepower, 178 pound-feet of torque from a 2.5-liter four-cylinder boxer engine.
Yo, I had to pass someone on the highway today, and I was a little bit scared for my life.
I wouldn't doubt
I feel
it.
like that happens a lot in Subarus, doesn't it?
Yes, because they're pretty underpowered, I would say. There is a lower-powered version of this model as well. So if you step up to the Onyx/Sport, which is what we're driving, you finally get this lovely powertrain.
So should I Photoshop some yellow doohickeys on the bumper and the sides? Since
You don't even have to.
we're in the Canadian version and this doesn't have any?
Just show the press footage from the American one. So we're in the Onyx, which is the equivalent of the American Sport. So we get yellow accents on our fog lights, whereas the Americans get like eyebrows and stuff, and then down the sides and also on the rear bumper.
Yeah, I think the Americans have a cooler version than our like fog light.
I don't know why they did that, but I also agree.
I guess Canada just wanted to have some input on something.
It's nice that they have something different for once.
Yeah. We want heated steering wheel, yellow fog light covers.
Yeah. Fog light covers. I'm not giving up. I'm not leaving this meeting until we have yellow fog light covers.
We want the color green. No. Damn it.
Fog light covers.
All right, we'll take it. So it looks pretty cool. Okay.
It does, yeah.
All updated looks and everything. It's now got a grille that kind of goes into the headlights and stuff. Everything looks very similar, but also slightly different. It still is unmistakably a Cross Trek.
Yes, it's been like sleekened up and ruggedized slightly.
Yo, there's like vents on the plastic wheel arches.
Just like a WRX.
Yo, there's going to be a wilderness version. And I saw the footage, and it's like towing stuff up a mountain.
That's what everybody's going to do with these
Except
things.
I looked at that mountain road, and it looked like a very smooth road that was just in a mountain.
Yeah, it's straight up going to be that Scarface meme printing money with the wilderness.
Push it to the limit. Probably every edition. And people eat these up. My neighbor literally just ordered one of these.
Okay.
It's coming in on Monday, and my other neighbor had bought a Cross Trek like 5 months ago, so they have the 2023. And before I continue on with the looks, we got the big tablet infotainment in this one. I kind of prefer that old one. Remember there was like that perfect with a volume knob, tuning knob, and then all buttons for climate.
So if you do want that older one, go to tsb.truecar.com, discounted price offers, or this new one, because this is actually Subaru's best-selling model. So
do you know what I like more about the older one than this current one?
I mean, probably a couple things.
Okay. The wheels. Remember like the first version of the wheels, the 5-spoke things?
The like big 5-spoke things with the black accents? Yeah.
They've got a lot of cool wheels for this one, but nothing as cool as that.
Yeah, those were cool, and I think people put them on WRXs or something. I've seen some stuff, and it did look cool.
And combined with the color orange, like that was perfect. But what would be the Continental recommended tire for these wheels on this model?
The Cross Contact LX25.
And then other looks. The headlights will not stay in DRL mode while driving, which sucks.
Yes, so then I was playing with the fog lights to make the car look a little bit cooler. But I'm not really sure if it did that.
I just want the DRLs to be DRLs.
Yes, like just the outlines in the LEDs.
At the back, we got lobster claws.
Yes.
Shout out Honda Accord.
They've adopted that, and it looks all right.
No exhaust tip at the back. Let's listen to it from the outside.
Should we?
Yes.
Okay.
Good spot for the automatic YouTube ads to place.
Also, it does bounce off the limiter because it's a CVT, I think, so it's just like bum, 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 bum.
I like the look from the back, how tall and raised it is. You can see all the suspension and stuff. It's very, very cool.
It's very kind of like Baja-ish, like off-roady, because I feel like half the body's been cut off because you can see so much tire and you can see the suspension. You can even see the exhaust pipe.
What's fun about it is like, it's one of those cars that you can back into a spot where there's a curb and you're like, I'll be fine. Like, I haven't been able to do that in a long, long time. I mean, you got the Raptor, but for a lot of cars, you're just like, I am going to scratch something and it's going to rip my bumper off, but this is so nice and high that you probably have a good chance of being fine.
Yeah, you can probably do that in the Prowler too.
That's why there's a scratch at the bottom. I tried that. Other look stuff. I don't know, is that kind of it with the
That's
looks?
literally it, dude.
Just waiting for the wilderness to come out so it looks super, super cool.
So we add more yellow ruggedized accents and whatnot.
Great job with the looks. You didn't screw it up.
Yeah.
Like the Legacy, which I think you did screw up.
Yeah.
And the Ascent, which I didn't really like unless it was photoshopped looking STI.
And the WRX, which we've now kind of grown fully accustomed to.
I've always liked the WRX.
You did. I've gotten used to it.
But back to the Ascent video, we're still reading your comments that you post there, even though you can't see it.
And if you don't understand what that was, we turned off comments, but then made them private so that only we can read them.
So one thing I want to complain about before you drive, the Apple CarPlay only has wireless CarPlay. I want wired CarPlay. I don't like wireless CarPlay.
Just give the option. It would have been nice. But people living with this probably will like wireless.
And I'm pretty sure this logo here at the USB thing is the logo for if you plug into here, it's going to connect, where it's just like an electrical thing if it's not that.
Correct, but in the back where we do actually have USB plugs, it's the same thing where it tells you the actual amps, but it also has a charge indicator above it.
It's like...
Whatever.
But you can get wired CarPlay with the smaller screen in the bottom trim, which is probably missing out on a bunch of other cool stuff, like the eyesight.
Right.
Okay, I'll talk about that before you drive. We've got 3 cameras now instead of 2, and there's one that has a wider view. I think it's called the mono something, I don't know.
And when you say eyesight, you talking about 360 cameras?
The eyesight adaptive cruise lane centric. It worked really well on the highway all the way here. Kept like my speed and everything. I like obviously didn't speed up too quickly into anyone.
So what you're saying is it's an adaptive cruise and lane keep assist system.
It works fantastic in this. I loved it in the Wilderness, and I love it in this.
Okay. I guess it's my turn to drive.
Dude, you got the floor mats all sandy.
Yeah, so?
It's an off-road vehicle.
Oh yeah, you probably want to set a TuxMat for this. Go to TuxMat.com/TheStraightPipes so you can clean them out even easier than these ones. Yuri, hop in. So
wait.
CVT this thing. You didn't brake boost it, so I'm going to attempt to brake boost it, not leave it in manual or anything like that. Sport Sharp.
Is your traction on?
Traction is on. I'm going to, it's through the infotainment, isn't it? Car info? Oh, here, car. Vehicle dynamics, control off. Auto stop start.
I actually hit my head. This is so slow.
What's it gonna do? Yes. It is singing. At least it is CVTing, so like it is doing the thing it's meant to do. And we still do have paddle shifters, so I can simulate these fake gears if I wanted to.
If you downshift, will it stay?
No, it just upshifted me. Well, it didn't even do anything, it just stayed there. There, second, and then once I hit it, oh God, this is so slow up the hill.
How about Cliche Corner?
Cliche Corner's all right. It feels so soft through here. The suspension's like very body rolly, very soft. The steering is also really soft. Like, I don't love it through here, but it's okay.
This would have been great through Cliche Corner in 2009 when the original Google Street View went here, before it was fully renovated, when it was still a wooden bridge.
Yes, if this was like an off-roady, gravelly, or wintry, that was a V10 M5.
Sounded good.
I really want one of those.
If it was a gravel Cliche Corner, that would be sweet.
Yes, this would have been great through there. We do have that symmetrical Subaru famous all-wheel drive, although I think that was like a really big thing for Subaru for the longest time, but now that basically every car is all-wheel drive, I don't know how big of a thing that is anymore for buyers.
Won't symmetrical just take away from fuel economy because it can't like disconnect?
Potentially,
You know, I had a buddy and he was asking, he's like, I want to get a Solterra, it's all-wheel drive, I need to get up to my cottage. And I'm like, is there a normal road to your cottage, or do you have to like seriously off-road? He's like, no, it's a normal road. I'm like, okay, you're not going to get to your cottage because you can't charge it anywhere. There's a wait list that like they don't have them. Like, don't get an electric car. Definitely don't get the Solterra. Just get a Civic.
Yeah.
Front wheel drive, you'll be fine. There's more room.
Yeah. Turns out it saved a bunch of money and got a better car.
I think he just stuck with his CX-5 and he's just gonna hold on.
Oh, that's
to
even
it.
smarter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But back to drive modes for this thing. We got Sport. We don't have Sport Sharp, and then we have Intelligent, and then in the infotainment we also have our X modes, which also have 3 different modes, I guess.
When you're like under 35 kilometers an hour or something.
Yeah, and you're getting to your millennial parents' cottage or whatever.
Dude, remember I tried to use X mode in the Wilderness in like a full snowy parking lot, and like I didn't even need it at all.
No, it was like good.
That damn symmetrical all-wheel drive.
Yeah, it turns out it is a thing.
Yeah.
But anyways, same thing that this had in the previous Subarus that we've driven is this really garbage.
It's brighter.
No, it's not. It's dimmer. Look.
So you know, it's probably because your head's too tall for the angle of the steering wheel.
I've tried to angle it, and then, like, it doesn't help. I could barely tell when the heated steering wheel is on or off. I think they cheaped out on the semiconductors for the LEDs or whatever it is, but please, Subaru, just add a brighter heated steering wheel display.
Americans, let us know if that's even a problem for you, because I don't even know if you guys get a heated steering
Dude,
wheel.
I genuinely don't know if it's on or off right now. Like, I'll let you know in 5 minutes. Do we have heated or cooled seats, Yuri?
Heated, both. We got the click buttons.
Where's my cooled?
I don't know.
Because this is not the top trim. There's a limited above this, so maybe that one.
And you can control a bunch of stuff from the My Subaru app.
Ah, yes.
But I don't know if you can control these since they're hard buttons, right? Like,
well, you definitely can't.
But maybe it's got like an override. Probably not.
I don't think so. But what else we got? We got carbon fiber-ish throughout the whole interior.
Yeah, the plastic, and it's like super fake.
Yes.
But it's also touching cloth, which I don't think I've seen carbon fiber touch cloth in a car before, even though it's fake carbon fiber.
Right. And then we also have this carbon fiber-ish around the shift boot.
I am very okay with that, because at this point it's kind of just like a joke.
Yes.
Like, let's make everything carbon fiber.
Ish. And then we have the yellow stitching as well, and then the yellow accents, which to both of us all look gold, but on all the Subaru stuff it says yellow. But the seats are also really comfortable. No, they're not leather or anything like that, so they won't get hot, so maybe that's why you don't need your cooled seats.
They look cool. I love the look of the seats.
Yeah.
Cool pattern, cool material, and apparently they engineered some stuff for this gen so that the seats are softer, and there's a vibration damping so that you don't get a frequency in your head, so it's smoother while driving and doesn't make you feel nauseous.
So I read the full Subaru stuff, and apparently they kind of took the full Mazda approach to vehicle dynamics. So basically what they did is they used the motions of the human body and how the human body perceives things rather than chassis rigidity strictly. So they kind of prioritized your mind and your brain over the chassis.
Oh, I read that they put the bolt holes
here
instead of on an angle because that improves it too.
Well, because there's no more adapter plate that's bolted directly to the frame.
Yes.
And then there's like additional sound deadening. It is honestly pretty quiet in here. It's pretty good.
Oh, and then as a passenger, you know what's something you didn't complain about?
What's that?
Your knee room, considering there is a child seat behind you here. Look at that, look how much room I have. Oh yeah.
You are bright. I did have pretty good leg room there. I could have been slightly more comfortable, but I was not uncomfortable. And then sitting behind myself, I'm actually comfortable as well.
What height?
6'1.5" Yuri, just like my boy, Engineering Explained, who also has a Crosstrek. Trunk space is pretty good, but it's not as good as the Seltos that we're also reviewing, so I think that's a knock against the Crosstrek.
Yeah, man. It's just like, how much room can you expect to have? Like, it's still pretty good.
Yeah,
like
but
we fit the whole Gardena, what's it called?
The
pruner? Leaf pruner for tree pruning?
Yeah.
By the way, I am the Gardena spokesperson for Gardena Canada and USA.
Yes, here he is.
Kind of, but actually.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. Here he makes videos here and there.
I'm a gardening expert.
Yes.
And how about the visors?
Oh, let's find out, Yuri.
I see a flap. 3, 2, 1.
Fail and extra flap.
And then how about the cup holders? Do they fail, Jacob? Do you have any conflicting opinions?
Conflicting. Okay, Subaru. I have invented this way long ago. I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, maybe even a year ago. We have cup holder risers, which allow you to have smaller cups in here, which is a great solution to, I guess, poorly designed cup holders. So I did that in one video where Yuri told me to design the TheStraightPipes cup holder riser, and now Subaru, look at this, they're shipping it with it.
Yes, this is all Jacob's opinion. Subaru might have invented this a long time ago and patented it.
Or maybe somebody else did.
So if it's a small cup, all right.
Yeah, that's a full pass.
My McDonald's cup today wiggled a lot because it's, thinner.
So it's a medium pass.
Oh, and there's 2 cup holders in the trunk.
In the trunk?
In the trunk. And the trunk is not power liftgate like the Seltos. Can you believe it?
I can
Can you believe it?
Because this is actually less money.
Let's get to the price.
This one, not top trim, $33,995.
Canadian.
Which is pretty damn good these days, 30,000 Canadian.
It's nice, especially when you need to get to your cottage and all that stuff and off-road in the winter. The thing is, if you are getting this, make sure you get winter tires for the winter, because just because you have an all-wheel drive car does not mean you don't need winter tires.
Absolutely.
All-wheel drive does not affect your braking.
That is the trick to everybody's, oh, I got Subaru all-wheel drive. No, you still need to stop.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Come on, guys. Anyways, do you like it?
I do like it.
Would you
take it over love it.
Kona, Seltos, CRV, or the Corolla Cross?
I actually don't think I'd take this over any of those. Not that this is bad. I just kind of like all those a little bit more. Corolla Cross, I'm thinking of the hybrid. If it was the regular one, I would 100% take this over the base Corolla Cross.
I'm thinking I'd maybe find a 4-year-old orange Crosstrek with those cool wheels I like, manual transmission, the infotainment I like, find that on tsb.truecar.com, and I would be so happy.
Let us know what you guys would do. Would you do what Yuri would do, or would you take this over anything else that we mentioned before?
Let us know, but also good job on not ruining the Crosstrek.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like, it exists.
Yeah, it's a solid, like, yeah, it's a cool car.
Yeah.